that and that in a one. So whichever the easier way to do it.
I guess let's use those.
Take 2 teas of black coffee.
Yes, please.
So at the moment we are here, Levington, and so Felixstowe is where you can see the big cranes on the horizon, but ultimately we want to get to here, which is Bradwell Marina. So all of the numbers on the chart are the depths, that's in metres. So that's what's called chart datum, which is basically the minimum depth you're going to get, even at low tide. That's like, half a metre, 0.6 of a metre, so technically the boat could never get in there until you factor in tide, if you see what I mean. So that's why we've got to wait until high tide before we go in, and that's why tides become so important, otherwise you wouldn't make it.
Right, we're going to do a little passage plan, and for me, I use visuals. You don't have to do any of these ways. There's lots of ways to do a passage plan. For me, I like to put what I'm looking for, this is my kick-off, and then I'm going to draw the course that Patrick's going to tell us in a minute, and the distance, which we're going to use with these dividers.
So what you do is, so this, you can see, says direction of bearing, so this arrow points in the direction that you want to go, so we just put this, wherever, okay, in this case, we're going to just move this. So it's pointing, so we're starting at Landguard, which is that one, and we're going to go to Medusa.
So I'm sorry, how do you want me to write this?
Well, there's nothing to write yet, just concentrate on this first. So, okay, so there's Landguard, and there's Medusa. So that is the direction we want to go in, so you can see there.
Sure.
Then we take this piece, this rotating piece, and then you want the piece that says north to actually point due north, so you can actually see, we've got these grids here.
Yeah.
So you want to align that. Yeah, with the underlying lines here.
Yeah, sure.
That means you can then read off on here, you go to here, what the bearing of the course is. That's 165, 66, 167 degrees true. Right. So I'm going to draw that edge on.
And also write it on the chart too. So write down on there 167 degrees with a little T in brackets. So the green boys are shaped like a cone, I don't know if you remember, and this one is called Medusa. So we go 167, and now Patrick's going to give us a distance. So I write down that 167, sorry Patrick, degrees true, like that. That's the course. So that's where we're starting. That we're going in that direction to this one with the green, and it's called Medusa.
Sure, gotcha.
And we just go. That's just a visual way. One of the pilot books does it like that, and I quite liked it.
That's going to be about 2.8 miles.
Okay, so put 2.8 nautical miles. Next, that's it. 2.8 nm for nautical miles. So we know the distance.
All right. So
and the distance will become clear of why we need to know the distance too.
Sorry, can you just show me how you use that?
Ultimately, we want to get down to here somehow, but we can't just probably draw a line between there and there because that would take us, aground. Or you coming? Because I was looking last night, so I guess you could go North Eagle. Okay.
Yeah, so you'd have to go kunk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you would have a fake.
Bump, and then a waypoint there to there.
Is that not? That's okay. That seems really. Looks like 1.4.
Keep it just off the contour from Medusa, just in that bit
so,
there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then do a waypoint 2 at that somewhere around here, and then you can go change course again. So do the symbol for a waypoint, Nathan, is a square with a cross through it, and that's a waypoint. And then put, that's it, square with a cross through it. That's it, perfect. And then put WPT for waypoint, and then you'll call it whatever you want to call it, Patrick.
Okay. We'll call it waypoint Clacton.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Our Clacton waypoint. I've rotated this so it all lines up, and it is 231 degrees true, so just a T after it. Then, okay, so the next waypoint after that is going to be North Eagle, and that's going to be a North Cardinal, like Landguard is. That's kind of the two black arrows pointing upwards.
So it's kind of cool to actually see.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
But it's nice to do it really slowly because it does take takes time. We'll wiggle our way through, and this is where we've got to remember which way we take the buoys going into a port. So as we're going in to a port, we keep the greens on our starboard side and the reds on our port side, and that's very key there. And you'll see as Patrick's getting down here, this bit here is very shallow, so we don't want to be pushed into the wrong side of this bit here because this dries out here. And it's very shallow in this bit here. We won't have enough depth if we get it wrong. So we need to go north of the North Cardinal.
Then corn bar, bench head.
And
So
then keep the green on our starboard side. So we're doing a bit of a dog leg thing here, aren't we? A bit of chicane. And also there's another North Cardinal down there. We don't want to go the wrong side because in between the two there's a drying bit as well. So we must get that bit right.
So then column bar after that.
Which is what colour?
That's going to be a green.
So we're going to leave it on which side?
Starboard.
Yeah. So we're going to leave the buoy on our starboard side as we're going in.
So we get better resolution. So there, that's column bar.
Oh, right.
Where we just started from. So once...
Are these your charts, by the way?
No, these are just ones from the boat. So I've got ones from the Mediterranean, but not here. So, okay, so that would be North Eagle. So obviously, so
start there. On
so
this chart.
this with so as Bev was saying, this buoy is going to be green. So the channels,
Corn bar.
Column bar, yeah, sorry, that one will also be green. But the channels are marked with red and green buoys.
All right.
So the question is obviously, well, which side should be which? And there's a concept called what's called the direction of voyage, and that's kind of a convention of say, okay, if we're facing in the direction of voyage, whatever that is defined as, we can find that on the chart. Then, in the UK and in the Mediterranean, when you are facing in the direction of voyage, which normally is towards the harbour, you know, wherever that is, then the green ones should be on your starboard side, and the red ones should be on your port side. In America, it's the other way around. However, and then the symbol which shows the direction of voyage. So in that case, that's the direction of voyage. See that? So the arrow with the circles on either side of the head. And we'll, again, leaving that one to starboard. And that's going to be a course of 272 true. A distance of 0.9 nautical miles.
So we can just keep in the deep water, can't we?
Oh, so it's okay to do that? Because that's, you know, so even just as an exercise, because in practice that's what I would do, just like stay in the deep water.
Just stay in the deep water.
Yeah, so that's sufficient.
Absolutely.
On that scale.
And
Okay,
we've
cool.
also got, there is a disused power station here, which I think you can see on the chart, which is very visible. So if we take a bearing from that, we've got the depth. So we use soundings as our going in there.
Okay.
We just draw a
stay
line
in the channel,
just draw a line on the channel and then bump, and that's absolutely fine. And so, and you can see there are actually in that river some little race markers, and they pretty much indicate the edge of the shallow water, so we can see those.
Okay, cool.
But again, I know that it's going to be a bit poor vis today and tomorrow, so we need as much help as we can. So the depth sound is what we're going to be looking at, and I always ask you to look at that the same sort of amount of time as you would if you're driving your car and you're looking in your rearview mirror. Or if there's a church there that you should be able to see as well.
That's all right.
Yeah,
I'm just
it'd be with church.
kind of going to write a bunch of the distances here, and then.
And you could put waypoints in here as well.
Call it Waypoint Church.
Yeah, so you can stick a waypoint in there, and we can put that on the plotter, can't we? And we can put a waypoint in there so that if we do get poor vis, we've got a waypoint and a contour, and we've also got a course.
Okay. Yeah. So then waypoints, let's say a beam of a power station.
Yeah.
And we'll put that into the
Exactly.
Waypoint power.
That's it. And then from the power station, we should be able to pick up the tide gauge that takes us in, which is.
So that's the North Cardinal we're going to go to.
Bradwell Marina.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Excellent.
then we're going to go somewhere in here, but we'll radio ahead.
All right.
And he's also given you how the numbers run. So it goes F, A, B, C, D, E. So we've obviously put the fuel point in first. So they've got lots of it. And he's also given you some guidance of the depth gauge isn't reading as accurately as it should. And he's got some little incident. He run aground, so he's obviously thinking, okay, I don't want the other guys to run aground. So there's that. Right, so to that end, we now need to find out what's the total distance, first of all. So 5. That's it, looks about right. Is that 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Brilliant.
It's 2.
So, and then if you walk
Hang
it.
on, let me just check it.
Oh, sorry.
What's the mile to degree?
1. It's the same.
Just a second.
So if you start from, yeah, sorry. So if you start
5
off
degrees.
at, we are here, aren't we, Levington? Is that Levington, Marina? I haven't got my glasses, so I can't
Yeah,
find it.
it is.
So Levington, so start from there.
Oh, well, Levington's here. But
Oh, is it? Okay, start from Levington. So that, from there to there is 1,
Okay.
and then just walk
I
it.
have just kind of doing is 23,
So that's 10,
6.
Yep.
That's what I have.
15, 20, 25,
Plus whatever distance we have.
and then squish that down, and then take it to the side, so 25. So plus we've got plus the bit from Levington to Langard as
What
well.
was that amount just around?
I'll tell you in 1 second.
23.4.
23 points. So, the book that's your
Oh,
resting
sorry,
on,
yeah.
that's all right. We need to know what tide is good for us to go with the tide with us. So we look at this chap here, and we're going to write in the high water times as well. So look through and tell me when a good time is to leave. Bearing in mind this is the tide with us, and we want the tide with us. Tell me when the best time is to leave here.
No, it's 6.
So which is, so how many we need so this hour we need to leave, yeah?
Yeah.
So we want 1, 2, 3, 4. Will this get us there? 5. So it's going against us here. So if we left another hour before that. So what did you say? 5 hours before.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Although we're going against the tide.
We'll get, yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So what does it look like there? Still a little bit against, but not much.
Yeah.
So if we left 6 hours before high water,
Yes, then we maximise that.
2, 3.
Because actually we'll be an
4,
hour
5,
coming out of the river, won't we?
6. Yeah. So then it's starting to
Well,
change.
yeah.
Yeah. And if you send at the top, it says a standard port.
0.3.
And you're going to do a straight line between the two.
Sure.
And then just score it through.
Yeah, sure.
1.3. So already with the 1.3 and the 0.3 on the chart, we've got 1.6 depth in that shallow bit already without doing anything. Nothing else happened. We had no rise and fall of tide, so we're in the mid. We would have 1.6 metres.
Also, the variance changed from 0.
No, 0.3 is from the chart.
Yeah.
From the chart data.
Yes,
Yeah.
the variance change had increased from.
And
1.3.
then we've got
Because even a low tide
on-
during the neap tide is higher than
the
a
chart,
low tide during the
chart data.
spring tide.
Sure.
One second.
Yeah.
Chart data. So this is all chart data. So
Yeah.
this is the lowest it'll ever be. But today we've
the
got
min.
another 1.3 metre on top of
Yeah,
that.
that's the max. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got 1.6, but we want to have 2.5 metres to get across that shallow bit. So if you mark off 2.5 on here,
there's a specific time that we need to hit that line.
yeah, exactly, and then go up to this line, so you can go up that, come down or up, it doesn't matter.
Sure.
Up to that line, and where it hits, come across to the blue dotted line, so you can use that as a straight edge to make it a bit more accurate. You just draw a line, straight line across.
All right.
And then where it comes down is the time that we can get in to Bradwell. Does that make sense? Remember that?
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
Jason, is that simple? It's a
Yeah.
really simple way.
It is, yeah,
Time
but
to
don't.
tell me.
That, like, if you look at the new moon, that's like
16,
0.3 and
it'll be around
4.4
what?
metres.
This is
Yeah.
16,
Whereas
30,
now
so
it's 3.4
Right.
and 1.2.
Yeah, that's in the middle
16,
of the
30,
hour.
changing as much.
16, 15, something like that.
So we can get in any time
Actually,
from.
Yeah, it's a little more. Wait, these are in thirds. Oh, that's really strange. All right, fine.
So it's any time from 6. So from 4 o'clock onwards, we can get into Bradwell until when? So if you take it again to the other side and down. So we've got a window, and that's called a tidal gate. So that gate will open from blah da 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 da. Do you remember we went into the lock and the lock gate's actually open? That's the sort of thing we're looking for. We're looking for an amount of time that we can get into that marina.
Yeah.
And the window of opportunity is that.
Can I prioritise the instructions I'm
Yeah,
giving?
absolutely.
Sorry, it's all the cover.
That's the one. No problem. So that was really good. Are you all quite clear on that tidal height chart?
I think, yeah.
Yes.
Makes sense to
This
me.
isn't part of the competent crew at all, but I think it's really important to understand that if we don't have enough depth of water, we are not getting into Bradwell.
Yeah.
So,
We will hit the bottom.
so
And it's better to do it on a rising tide, because then you'll lift than a falling tide.
21.
Thank you, Patrick, for that. That was really clear, really nicely done. Yeah. And it's nice for me to hear someone else do it because I think, oh yeah, that's a good way of explaining that.
Yeah.
You know, because I always just because I'm doing it all the time, I get stuck in that like